Hey YouTube, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss for a brief moment Denyce Lawton. I've never heard of her till this incident. I guess she's like an actress or something. And she is biracial. She's Korean and black, And based on the picture, she looks good. But what she's saying is not good. And I just want to talk about what she's saying, alright? So she's talking about colorism, and she posted a comment on, I think, Instagram pertaining to colorism and saying that it must stop. Now, let's read this comment because this is a little interesting. All right. She says, "Colorism must stop!" Exclamation point. So that's like the title, and here we go. Dear fellow black women and men, please stop color shaming biracial women. What black man is color shaming a biracial woman? You know she really is referring to black women, particularly the brown skinned, dark skinned black women, right? Y'all know that's who she's really referring to. And also, she listed black women first. Usually it's men and women, right? It's like, oh, black men and women. Because usually that's how it goes, and we can get into the whole thing about, living in a patriarchal society where men are deemed more valuable than women, etc., etc. We kid, but that is the set phrase. So I find it a little interesting that she said black women first, then the men. But we all know she just meant the women. But she couldn't just come out and just say the women, because then folks would really come for her then. All right. Next, where's the same energy when you claim and praise the Barack Obamas of the world? People praise Barack Obama because he was, quote unquote, the first black president. All right, and black people wanted that win, I guess, and Barack Obama was the person that was able to give them that. And I do kind of feel like sometimes folks can kind of seem to kind of pick and choose who they want to, claim, like, okay, we'll take this biracial, but y'all keep that one. I do kind of see that a little bit. But usually with the women usually are tend to be in a good place, right? Because these color-struck, dark-skinned dudes will cause World War III in the community over these women not being claimed as black. Saying like, oh, they daddy black, so they black, and the black gene is the dominant gene, and all this other BS, right? We know the whole spiel by now. We know that. So she goes on to say, so only biracial black men are considered real black people? Why not biracial or lighter women? Okay. She's not really posting this to go to bat. First of all, this is purely about biracial women. And she's one to, kind of throw in biracial men for some reason. And I personally think that phenotype does have something to do with it, I mean, like, say the musical artist Halsey, right? She is part black, but she's white passing. Like, that is different from, say, perhaps Alexandria Shipp, perhaps, who you can see blackness more in her than in Halsey. So I think that is a little different. And really, I'm not sure where this came from exactly. Where did this come from? What triggered her to say all this? And the only folks I really see challenging biracial women are black women, monoracial black women. Because I don't really see that many monoracial black men challenging biracial women. Usually they're rolling out the welcome mat for them. Let's be honest. They are. They're rolling out the welcome mat. They're pushing the brown skin, dark skin women to the side, to the back. Like, come on in here. Come on in here now. And get your pretty little light skinned ass in here. Right? So she goes on to say, why? Knock it off. Your hatred looks like self-hate. So they hate themselves because they don't want to claim you? These, we know she's really referring to black women, monoracial, brown skin, dark skin, black women. So they hate themselves because they don't want to claim you. Because, this really came about because Denyce Lawton couldn't redeem her biracial girl points with some brown skin, dark skin, black women, right? Because she probably ran into some sisters, some brown skin, dark skin sisters who were just like, no, we don't take those points here. We don't take them biracial girl points here, right? We don't accept, biracial girl Visa, biracial girl MasterCards. Nuh-uh. And, she probably is more used to it when it comes to the men accepting her biracial girl points and allowing her to redeem her, allowing her to redeem her biracial girl points with them. And I think this is what it's kind of about. It's just about her feeling some type of a way because the monoracial black women aren't drinking the biracial girl Kool-Aid. They aren't drinking her biracial girl tears, I guess. They ain't letting her redeem her biracial girl points with them. No, And also, some folks kind of have a problem with the biracial folks because they kind of feel like they kind of, particularly, especially the women, kind of play both sides of the coin or both sides of the fence, right? 1 minute, they're like, sister girl, acting like they so down for the, black women, the monoracial black women. But then on the flip side, when these monoracial black women kind of, feel like they should have a little support when they're going through things, particularly colorism, these same biracial women then is like 1,001 excuses. Like, oh, we're all black. We're all mixed. Colorism, there's just so many other issues we really need to talk about right now. Colorism, like, we're dealing with white supremacy right now. We need to concentrate on that. We're getting shot down in the streets. That whole bullshit that just derails the whole conversation. So she kind of want to have her cake and eat it too. She wants to have I think she probably would she will not deny, like if some black man was uplifting her, talking about how beautiful she is and how beautiful and biracial and mixed she is and all that good stuff. She ain't gonna deny that. She's not gonna challenge that. She's gonna just accept that, right? And she wants to be able to have it both ways. She wants to have that from the men, but also she wants to have from the women, their support, and even upliftment from them. She wants to kind of have it both ways, right? She wants to be able to benefit from being biracial, but also benefit from being black. Kind of, just have it both ways. And it doesn't work like that. You kind of have to have one benefit. You can't benefit twice, and I think, there's a law about that too. Like, it's kind of like if like an insurance settlement paid you money, then you can't go and sue that person. It's like you can't benefit twice. You can't be like, oh, I'm getting this insurance settlement and I'm going to sue this person. who kind of caused this situation. It's like you kind of have to do one or the other. Either you're suing the person because the insurance didn't cover it or whatever, or either the insurance covered it and you can't sue. You can't benefit twice. So, long story short, Denyce Lawton, she can't benefit twice. You got to pick one or the other, you know. And also, like, these biracial women, especially, tend to be about self anyway. They're about themselves. They don't really care about their biracial male counterparts. You know, they, you know, so I don't think they're really going to be getting too much support from the biracial men. But then again, they really don't need that support. So that's why they tend not to really give a damn about it, right? They really need the support from the black men, monoracial black men, and the black women. But really just the black men. If they get the black men on board with them, then they're good. They're good. You know, the black men will do the dirty work for them. They'll put in the work for them. And when she posted this, some people, you know, some folks were agreeing with her, particularly the lighter skinned women were agreeing with her. You know, but as expected, she did get some backlash. You know, some people, you know, said, quote unquote, yes, light skinned people get teased too, but let's not pretend it's the same as what dark skinned people had to go through. Y'all sound like white people screaming, quote unquote, all lives matter. Yeah. And also, I need to see a couple of receipts on Denyce Lawton in regards to when issues of colorism have popped up recently. Like, what did she say about the Lance Gross situation? Right? What did she say about that whole Christmas card situation with Lance Gross, or the current situation with Lance Gross, or, you know, Kevin Hart talking to, you know, making jokes at dark-skinned black women's expense. You know, Lil Wayne and his anti-dark-skinned black woman, you know, rap verses, or, you know, rap lyrics, etc., 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 right? I need to see a few receipts, you know, since we all black, right? Since we all black, and, you know, we're all down for the community, and etc., 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 right? I need to see if she put in a little work, because I don't think so. It seemed like she purely just wants a free ride at black women's expense. And you know this whole thing was directed at black women, but she was just smart enough to just phrase it as black people, women, and men. Catch that. I hope y'all caught that. She put women first. But I'm going on enough about this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.